Yo, what is up, guys? Everyone playing Geometry Dash. Look, I know this is primarily a Minecraft channel, but I'm bored. So we're gonna be playing some geometrical of the dashing day, and what we're gonna be doing is, we're just gonna be doing some stereo madness. Oh no, okay, it looks like we died. Okay, that sucks. Today, but you know what? That's not that bad. We're just gonna be playing some freaking this thing. We playing slow because this game is okay. You know what? We're gonna be doing that. We're just gonna be playing some. Oh wait, this is kind of cool. We're gonna be playing some freaking Wikipedia, and you know, monkey time. This game. Okay, it's stupid. You know what? We're just gonna be playing some geometry dash. That's what this video is supposed to be. Uh, we're gonna be beating that. Don't pay attention to the numbers. Like, they're pretty dumb. We're just gonna be this card. I think it's called Wisconsin or whatever. We're gonna be finding slide routes because slide routes excuse me for the pardon. Yeah. So we're doing that Sonic that reference. In 1963 Nintendo game, Sonic Omega. You probably didn't know. It's really easy, you know. In 1986, Nintendo had a classified file because Nintendo had been working in Japan after I'm not gonna get into it. The Soviets had classified, so people really didn't know about Sonic, so it actually illegal to mention his name, which is why they made the other game. I'm gonna play some Cataclysm now. Basically, yeah, I don't know, that's more if you guys know. This way the cards really hard. I don't know why. Level, like it was probably actually I'm backing out. I don't remember. It's ICDX Inc. It's Carbon Diablo X. It's the next name. Why do they keep doing that? This used to be. I'm gonna turn off no clip now, but it used to be it. But hold on, I'm gonna turn it off. I can't use this. Okay, so I think that's enough geometry for now. We're gonna be playing this. I really like this thing. Oh wait, there's a new game. That's cool. But wait, low key, I haven't seen this before. What is this? DNA. That's pretty cool. Hemoglobin. I actually haven't ever seen. What the hell is any of this? This is pretty. I've never seen this before. Okay, we don't use metric units. Those aren't real. Wait, where are my units? Real ruler? Oh, wait, that's cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna be. This is kind of cool. Ribosome, like the powerhouse of the cell. Poliovirus. That was actually fabricated by the Russians back in the 60s. Virus. It's not real. This is the mitochondria. It's they tell you it's the powerhouse of the cell, but that's actually fake news. It was fabricated by the Russians back in the 80s because they wanted to deceive the Americans into thinking that they had their cells were more powerful. Because, fun fact, Russians actually have twice the mitochondria of everyone else in the world. It's that not a lot of people really don't know that, which is kind of strange because I always thought it was a pretty common fun fact. What is okay? This is kind of creepy. I don't want to look at this. Sea snail, that's kind of small. You think you can see that? If you were to like look at this, what's the smallest thing you think you could see? That's something for the like thinking. That could be something that's like a millimeter long. If you look at the millimeter thing on the ruler, you can see like the little gaps between it and stuff. But how small a thing do you think you could see that's like a distinct thing? That's something you should really think about. Because has anyone ever gotten a deliberate answer? I really don't know, but at the same time, we're getting to some actual sizable things. A house mouse. Is there a mouse that's not the house mouse? That rhymes. That's pretty cool. Should make like a poem about that or something. But I digress. Is the hand included in the Goliath beetle? If it's a Goliath beetle, why is it only the length of the hand? Wasn't Goliath like 10 feet tall? Is there a David beetle that's like down there that I missed? I don't know. I'm not paying too much attention. Why are there feet? This is really weird. These aren't feet, are they socks? Are we gonna get a foot reveal later in this? That's cool. Banana? Banana's alive? I don't know. Or does a food immediately become not alive when you like take it off the tree? That's something to think about. At what point does it like die? Because like if you cut off someone's head, they don't like instantly die. They retain consciousness for a few seconds. Is that the same for banana? Or are bananas like conscious? I've never asked a banana if it was conscious. I don't think anyone has. Maybe it would answer. Maybe the only reason bananas don't talk is because you haven't given them any reason to talk to us. It's something. Actually, it could be the same for like animals. We never asked them to talk. But someone probably has. There's probably some weird guy out there who. But yeah, yeah, actually, never mind. That didn't make sense. But like bananas, who really tries to talk to bananas? We'll talk in bananas. But like, I want to see like. Anyway, we're gonna be. I wanna play some Geometry Dash. Anyway, so we're gonna be playing from the recent tab because the recent tab is really cool and I like it because some of the levels in the recent tab. Fun fact, the recent tab actually used to be called the used to be called the not recent tab until the Russians came. And see, the Russians realized that we were actually faking it because we wanted them to think that we weren't recent as technologically developed. If I it's kind of like reverse psychology because they were trying to make us think that they were like technologically developed and stuff like that, and we weren't. But okay, this level 6 and stuff like it. We see, okay, but see, it actually wasn't like that because we were thinking that they were thinking that we were thinking because they were making us think this, even though we knew that they weren't. So we were trying to like double bait them something, and like like that. So I think in the end it really turned out beneficial for us until they caught on. But at that point, that was already when the Soviet Union was dissolved. And it really stopped becoming a problem because after the Soviet Union, okay, that's dumb. After the Soviet Union broke up, there kind of really wasn't any point anymore. Which you see is kind of it's like wait like one. I'm sorry. After that, it was just like Russia or something like that, which is pretty cool. Fun fact: if you look at actually, there's probably one in Geometry Dash. If you look at a map of Russia, you can see that it's it's pretty big. Hold on, I want to get a better zoom on this because it's really hard to see some of this stuff when like you can't see it. Like you see, Russia's pretty big, and everyone thinks like it was made. There's all these other countries on it, and they were really small. Like, how come Russia got all the big stuff? I mean, obviously this all there's like nothing here, right? It's because like these ones are really big, these are really small. It's really weird, and it looks weird because definitely you could probably do stuff with this, but like we're not. You could do stuff. People say there's like too many people. Like, why don't they just put like the people in the places? Okay, what's up here? Why is it black? Okay, yeah. What could be purpose of that? I don't know. I don't really care that. But anyway, speaking of that, you see, I'm because I think the FBI is about to arrest me. You know, they've been on my case for a while. Do I have no clip on? I don't think so. I don't really think so with that nightmarish, which is weird. I don't know why they named it. Actually, it was pretty easy. I've never once had a dream, let alone a nightmare. Like, you have on this night. I don't know. Although usually, I'm not. I don't think. Although sometimes usually the thing that or like happens a lot in a lot of places, and don't play this level that much. It's really hard to play. I do it almost every time. If I wanted to beat this, that'd be kind of embarrassing. Okay, I'm just kind of sad if I win. You know, I don't know why. But this regard, part's really easy. It's like, I don't know why they do it. I don't know if some people will think after the level is different, it was first made in one level. I don't think it's that, but I don't know if there was something happening. I don't know, you have to check it out. That was 1.6, so definitely happened after this. 1.1 yeah, but that's completely so it wasn't even like the everyone feeling need to have that. Why does anyone feel the need to have that blog? It's like it's just pretty weird. Why would you do that? It just make everyone's life worse. Why are people like that? They just feel a need to make everyone okay, that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, but that's cool. But like, let's play Sonic Wave. The thing about Sonic Wave is that the beginning's really easy. So this, like, that book is, I'm pretty sure that's a game perfect timer. Which, I mean, why do they be doing it like that? Like, then in the caveman time when people were first beating this level, like, oh, that have like 20 frames per second, they could be doing, okay, that's dumb. Why did they really could be going fast like that, which is a real problem. So like they couldn't be clicking with that much precision accuracy. Even people nowadays say that click sucks. Even I saw like Zoink beat up. Okay, this level kind of sucks. Forgot about it. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh wait, I think that. I don't know what the point of making all three there was. You could do a cool like I don't think we different. Maybe is that because I'm bad at the game? I really don't know. Hypersonic I've never heard. You know, Hypersonic I think it kind of like. Hot take, but I don't really like this level. I mean, I haven't played it, but just like it doesn't really vibe with like the Sonic levels. Like if you look at Super Sonic level, it really fits the vibe of Sonic. Sort of slow Super Psycho Sonic. Same time. Sonic's Wave. That's crazy. Wow. See, sometimes we'll be doing something like, you know, fun fact, back in the 1980s, the first Geometry Dasher named Geometry Dash. He was actually Geometry Dash's distant cousin's son's daughter's son. But he was actually yeah, that he was Dash, he wasn't Russian because Russian didn't fix that. Or it was, but this guy, his distant cousin, father was actually kidnapped by one of his relatives. That's bad. He was actually kidnapped by the Bolsheviks or something. That's what that thing happened. Because why not? And they invented geometry that just means to practice like kind of stuff. Farming and that. And probably stolen by Robocop because once the Robocop wasn't actually Swedish, he was actually Estonian, something people don't often know. And because he had been in Estonia, which is a fun fact, which I'm pretty sure is part of so when he and his own country sent out his goons to kill Geometry Dash's distant relative. Up top was actually nothing. Now, if you ever wonder why the first Geometry Dash user account is like 20 or RobTop is 16, that's because before that were 16 of Geometry Dash's distant cousin's son's daughter's sister's daughter, because she actually had 16 children, which is a fun fact a lot of you might not know, because it's a player ID 0 and stuff. Yeah, so I think with that, I think that is a really good place to end off the video right now. If you want to see more of this, go do something cool. Goodbye.